Hey everybody, we're so glad that you decided to join us for our couples exploration here today. And today we wanted to do a little exercise with you. It's called beholding. And we actually were first introduced to this exercise through Shalom Mountain Retreat and Study Center, which is one of our very precious homes away from home.
So beholding is it's a unique process. It's going to be timed. And one of the really unique things is that it will actually be done in silence. We'll demo it. We'll do a full demonstration for you guys. But the idea is to kind of sink into one another and maybe see each other in a way that you haven't in years or months or days. Or ever, yeah. We're so accustomed to speaking with our hands as I'm doing right now and or communicating verbally. And so this is a way to communicate directly through the eyes. And the process will be one person kind of receives the other person's gaze, and there's a time where it's hard to explain, but there's a natural kind of feeling of like, okay, this is pretty intense, or I've had enough of that. I would like to actually receive you now. And so there'll be a changing of the guard that again will be nonverbal, but the idea is to really let go, sink into your partner's eyes, and feel into the depth that they're presenting to you, and also the vulnerability that they're opening up to, and that you can receive as well. For us, it's really powerful just to see each other in a new light that doesn't involve talking. And it may be uncomfortable. There may be tears. You may laugh. All of that is welcome and encouraged, and to just stay. I think the invitation is to just stay as fully present as possible in this and see what unfolds, and it can be really magical.
Yeah, so the biggest pieces I would say are just to really let yourself be seen, and then to really let yourself see. And so, yes, Rick mentioned kind of looking into the other person's eyes, but also taking the opportunity to really see them in their entirety in this fresh moment. So not how you've known them in the past, not how you might think of them as the future, really letting go of story and just being with the essence of this person that is here now, and letting yourself kind of discover what's in this moment between the two of you, but really just kind of taking in your partner for what they present you with right now. And then when you're being seen, to really let yourself be seen in all your vulnerability for what's actually here for you right now. And I would say it's also important as we come into this exercise to just consciously make a choice to set down any distraction or pulls from your mind that might have happened from that day, to consciously just maybe take a few exhales, set those things outside this designated sacred space that you're creating with your partner right now, and step into it consciously, knowing that you can pick up whatever you need to after you leave this particular time.
Yeah.
The other thing Rick had mentioned is this will be timed. So I have my phone here. We'll be setting it down sort of next to the area where we're at, and we set it for 2 minutes, and we're just going to share the space for 2 minutes. And like Rick said, we negotiate who's being seen and who's being received at the different times. But it's important to know that it's only for a particular time, so you don't have to feel like, oh gosh, when is this going to end? You might still feel like that in the 2 minute time, but it's a designated time frame, and then you can sort of take each other up after. And it's also a nice practice to maybe at the close just offer some words of gratitude if you have them, even if it's just for, thank you for taking this time, or thank you for existing, whatever happens to come up. But that can just be a kind of a nice way to close, which is not the traditional way to close, but it's nice if you're just doing it with you and your partner.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready to give it a go?
We're gonna give it a go.
All right, so we will demo this for you right now, starting the timer. It can also be nice maybe to just take hands.
Yeah, something else too is even though this is your partner, is to not just touch them. You may feel the urge to do that, but just to get their permission verbally through your eyes.
So I'm just going to get the timer. So if you have set a timer, you might just want to kind of come back to each other just to kind of complete the space.
For me, so if you'll notice, I kind of initiated in some way to behold Kori first, and it's always interesting because it's different every time. And so for me, like what I noticed was just this kind of purity that she carries and has, and I've lived with her for a long time, 10 plus years, but it was just kind of like see like this innocent kind of pure love I saw that radiated through today, which was pretty awesome. So thank you.
Nice, thank you. And so for me too, it's this amazing opportunity to really take in the magnificence that this human being is in front of me that I get to call my partner. But to really just kind of take in all his beautiful features and just really absorb him, like without needing to say a single thing. And I really think there's something beautiful that can happen in the silence and in being here with sort of like beginner's eyes, just being here for the discovery. And I always find something new each time that is a pleasure to take in. So.
But it's a really awesome short experiment to try and to work into maybe a monthly routine, just to re-explore and reconnect in a way it's just different than the norm, and it's a way to kind of go deep in a quick setting, especially with as chaotic as life is for everybody right now. But just take 10 minutes just to dive in and rediscover your partner in a way that you may not have ever, like Kori said earlier.
Yeah, so the entire exercise, like Rick said, this is a little bit of a short one. So, I would give yourself a few buffer minutes in the beginning just to kind of let go, become present in the moment. And then, you set the timer for about 2 minutes. That's a good place to start. And then maybe a little bit of wrap up time. So altogether, you could really do this in just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
To just have a nice way to sort of re-find each other.
One other thing, we didn't do it today, but one other thing that helps me when doing this, more so in a group setting, but one-on-one, is to play maybe a little bit of music in the background. It'll help drown out any other more like meditative type of music, is the best way I could describe it.
Something without words.
Yeah, just music. But that helps me focus more so. And like I said, it kind of drowns out everything else that's going on.
Yeah, and the other thing I want to mention is that it doesn't matter like a height difference at all. You're just really landing with each other. So for me, for instance, I'm actually only this tall. But we've done it with people who are much shorter than us and much taller than us, and that part doesn't matter. I just put on some heels today so I could be the same height for Rick, so you could see us both on the camera. But certainly not necessary. And it's nice to really, if you do this, kind of do it barefoot can be a nice option to just ground you as well into the earth as you're doing it and as you're meeting your partner. So, okay, I think that's about it for this experiment. We hope that you enjoy trying this. We'd love to hear of any experiences that you've had. If you want to make a comment below or just share with us privately, we'd love to hear how this went for you.
Or if you have any questions, like further questions on how, if there's any questions on how to, that we didn't cover that you may be uncertain about, please reach out or drop a comment below and let us know.
Yeah. All right, well, we will see you next time, and enjoy. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that video and you want to support us in being able to bring some more great content to you
and sport some sweet IROK gear,
just click the link below and you'll get a discount at our store. And we'll see you next time.